along here on this Monday. It is raining. Is it still raining? I'm just going to call it a rainy Monday. There's no windows in here to check on such things. We're at the War Memorial. Should I give it the whole intro? The Upstate Medical University Arena at the On Center War Memorial. Home of the Syracuse Regional in the 2023 TBT, the basketball tournament. The defending champs, Blue Collar U, were nearly knocked out, but rallied from 10 down in the Elam ending. Boeheim's Army will have the full coverage for you. Brought to you by our friends at Press Room Pub, Davidson Ford of Play, and Maplewood Bar and Grill. All of our fine friends who will help deliver that with the pregame show starting at 6:45, and all the action starts right here at 7. So we'll roll pretty much our show here right into that. But we'll put hoops on the back burner for now. We want to talk some football. Tomorrow is day one of 3 of the ACC kickoffs. Syracuse is one of the schools that will be appearing there on day one, and one of the players that will be appearing for the media and everything on day one of ACC kickoff is Syracuse All-League player and All-American Oronde Gadsden. Oronde, welcome in, man. Great to have you. Great to be talking football. What's it like to be getting back in that football mood, that football mindset right now?
Yeah, thank you for having me. Fall camp approaching. It's very cool and all, but I'm just ready to play some football. Ready to get onto the season, ready to get through fall camp, all those types of things.
Yeah, we know that. You're a business guy when it comes to ball. You like to get out of the field. You'll be getting into camp here coming up in, what is it, about a week and a half. So what's this stuff like for you? Like last year was your breakout season, but you weren't involved in, like the preseason, the media, the hype train, all the stuff that leads up to the season. Well, what's this like for you? What do you think it's going to be like for you tomorrow to kind of go through all this for the first time?
I think tomorrow will be a cool experience, being able to talk to different people, being able to see different people in different teams, just getting interviews in and stuff like that. Because I'm not the best one interviewing, but I just want to stay out of all that internet stuff, all the preseason, all that, because none of that matters. None of the preseason stuff matters. You got to actually do it during the season.
Yeah, for sure. We saw you do it during the season last year in the biggest way possible. Oronde Gadsden is our guest. He's one of the 3 RH players that'll be at ACC kickoff tomorrow with Marlo Wax and Garrett Schrader, and obviously Dino Babers is there. I know Garrett was down there last year. Oronde, he giving you any advice on how to handle this thing with all these media coming at you? Is he laid out what you're going to be dealing with tomorrow?
Kind of a little bit of help. He said last year we didn't get that many questions because of the season that we were coming off of, and we weren't looked at very highly. So hopefully we get some more. We're looked at highly as a team, and then we can go show everyone August through December how good we really are.
That's the thing, right? You're coming off a non-bowl season last year, and the opposite this year. You had the huge start last year, starting 6-0, made the Pinstripe Bowl. We know how the whole year went. For you, Oronde, what has this offseason been like in preparation? You came off a season last year that I'm sure didn't surprise you, but it put you on the map. What's it like for you in this offseason to try to follow up and expand on what you did last year?
It's always about trying to get better as a player, better as a person, better as a leader. Just putting in that work every day, every weekday. Probably, I give myself the weekends, but Monday through Friday, we're gonna practice. We're gonna practice in the morning. I'm gonna do what I do throughout the day to get better, and then practice again. Do a couple workouts to get better later that evening.
And, hey, we know you put the work in, and we've talked about it before, with your dad. Obviously, you've got the NFL bloodlines and know what it takes to make that level. What has your dad told you about, taking that next step? Like, I know he set you up for success in many ways, but what has he told you about, keeping it on track after you have the year where your name gets on the map like it did last year?
Kind of staying out of all that internet stuff, like you said, the preseason stuff. Just trying to be a better person, better player, better leader overall, and just working hard every day just so I can get better, have a better season than I did last year.
And Gadsden with us now. He's down in Charlotte. Will be part of ACC kickoff tomorrow. Again, hitting Marlo Wax, Garrett Schrader, Dino Babers down there on day one of 3 of this event. Commish, Syracuse, and a few other teams tomorrow, and it'll spread out throughout the week, hearing from all the top players in the league this year. I need to ask you this, Oronde. I know you're listed as a tight end. You play a spot in the roster that's a tight end that does look a lot like a wide receiver. Do you consider yourself a tight end now after the move from last year? Or are you calling yourself a wide receiver when you're out and about?
Just a hybrid type of player. Probably looked at like Kyle Pitts. You don't know what he really plays. Even when he got in the NFL, he had a lot of snaps at receiver, a lot of snaps at tight end. Just a tweener, like in between. I can play either or, whatever team needs me. If I need to gain some weight, if I need to lose some weight for the week, for a certain team, whatever's really needed.
I guess if you know you're going to have to block a little bit more, right? Have a little bit extra on the old dinner plate to get ready for a game that week?
Yeah. Yeah, we did something like that last year.
Just give him another piece of the chicken to get ready to go. Oronde, I want to know this. Coming in at this point a year ago, we all knew that the offense was designed around Sean Tucker. He was going to be the engine that made it go, and yourself and Garrett and everybody else is going to play off that. With Sean gone this year, do you feel like it's you that's in the spotlight this year, or how do you feel at where it's going to come from for you guys on offense this season?
Yeah, I feel like it'll be a lot of eyes on me. But I'm gonna have the ball regardless of how many people they put on me, who they put on me, and then my surroundings gonna have to help me too. I know Garrett's gonna have a good season, repeat what he did last year, probably better. And then we have a lot of outside receivers, a lot of guys that have impressed me that I think can do really good, and our running back situation is also very good too.
Tell me about the other wideouts, because last year I think we heard a lot about Isaiah Jones, and then he gets hurt, and Omari Hatcher got in the mix a little bit. Who do you have your eyes on to compliment you out there at the wide receiver spot this year?
Omari Hatcher and Kendall Long, two outside receivers, two great bodies, two great guys that can definitely make a difference for the team. Two dudes that have been working out with me every day this summer. I feel like they've gotten better. They've showed me they've gotten better. And I mean, when we do our little thing in the afternoon, sometimes the defense will come out there, give us some looks, and they look like they're improving from last year too.
Yeah, so it's always helpful because I think we saw last year, injuries and whatnot. Everybody knew the ball was coming your way. How much does it open things up for you when the defense has got to worry about those guys a little bit?
I mean, I feel like just we could be an all-around force. We could just have threats all around at running back, outside receiver, and the slot. Our quarterback is obviously the biggest threat on the field, but just trying to be more overall as a threat. I think it'll take eyes. The defense won't really know where to put their eyes on, who to put their eyes on. They'll just try their best to stop us.
Running back. Obviously, LaQuint Allen's been in the news a ton recently. Is it a huge weight off the team how that got resolved? What did that do for the team knowing that you will have him back in a few weeks in camp?
I mean, I don't want to talk too much about it, but the team is definitely very excited to have him back and playing this season.
Be good to see him back out there in the middle of camp this year. Oronde Gadsden is with us. You say you think Garrett Schrader's going to have a big senior season. What has Garrett done this offseason that lets you feel that he's ready to go again this year?
I feel like he's just better overall as a leader. I mean, I think he could read the defenses better. He can make throws in tighter windows. Really, everything you need a quarterback to do. He can scramble he can run very well, and other stuff like that.
We know Oronde that obviously was out for spring ball this year with the injury and coming back from surgery, but he was on the field the whole time, right, doing mental reps and all that. What do you think that does for his perspective to literally take a step back and see what you guys are doing?
Just me and Babers kind of have the same type of view on it. I mean, I think it got him a lot better getting those visual reps, especially against the defense that we have, the defense that we run. A lot of confusing looking looks, a lot of blitzes, a lot of odd fronts, even fronts, dudes dropping back in the coverage from the D line position, a lot of stuff like that. I think he's been able to get a good look at that, and he can improve off stuff like that, but. We're also going to watch them on all the other teams. Everyone's defense is different, so.
We know this, Oronde. Syracuse is very unique in many ways. New defensive coordinator in Rocky Long. What was he throwing at you guys in spring ball? Was it even different than you'd seen before earlier in your career?
It was kind of like the defense last year. It was a lot of different I mean, not a lot. There's some different stuff. You know, they got some picks in the spring off of just the D lineman just dropping back, making the pick, making the play. You know, every team likes to blitz. Anything like that.
Absolutely. Okay, Oronde, you can probably hear in the background there's a basketball game going on where I'm at. I'm at the TBT for the Boeheim's Army game tonight. Are you looking for, who's the best basketball player on the team? Who can get out there and ball right now?
Man. I don't really play basketball. I just rebound. I go up and get the ball. You know, the best player on the team at basketball.
If you're drawing sides, so who are you taking first to play some hoops?
Dennis Jacquez. Defensive end.
Okay. A defensive. You don't usually hear a defensive end. It feels usually like a wide out or a corner, so that you're going to get a power guy.
I feel like
Boeheim's Army is playing. I'm sure you recognize this name. It's former Michigan and NFL wideout Devin Funches is going to play basketball tonight. What is it like when you see it? When you see a football player in a basketball court, what do you think? That you always realize, I guess, how big football guys are when they step foot on the basketball court.
I mean, you would think they'd be one of the bigger guys out there, but if he was in the NBA, he probably wouldn't be one of the bigger guys out there. He's definitely one of the stronger guys, and I think he's gonna play pretty physical. I've seen a couple clips of him playing basketball, but I don't know what to fully think when he gets on the court.
Looking forward to seeing it. So you never know. Like, you're right, they're not the tallest guy, but you go, wide. You're not going to mess with a football guy on the court. All right, Oronde, we're looking forward to getting you back on the field and seeing you as we get closer to this season. Enjoy it down in Charlotte tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again as we get closer to the game against Colgate in September. But thanks for hopping on for a few.
All right, thank you.
That is Oronde Gadsden. He's the All-American. He's the All-League guy for Syracuse. Tight end, wide out. Call him whatever you want. Call him a weapon. Call him a hybrid. Don't call him late for dinner, though. I mean, he's going to be out there. That guy's going to be making plays all season long. And, my mind, last year at this point, it's Sean Tucker this, it's Sean Tucker that, it's Sean Tucker everything. And with good reason. Coming off the season he was coming off of. This year, early in the year, team's getting ready for Syracuse. Like the guy that's going to be number one, circled, starred, diamond, whatevered on the scouting report. It's going to be him. It's going to be Oronde until proven otherwise, until others can step up and prove that they can take some of the heat off him. So we'll see. We'll see who that is. Could it be LaQuint Allen? Could it be any of these other wideouts we're talking about that, he mentioned Amari Hatcher, different guys? We'll see. I'm intrigued that Dennis Jacquez, a defensive end, is the best basketball player on the Arch football team. Usually you hear wideout and corners normally. Go back to Julius Peppers, who did it both for North Carolina back in the day. That guy at a basketball court. That was different. All right, we'll hit a break here at 4:44 in this hour, brought to you by William Mattar. Hurt the car, call William Mattar at 444-4444. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll tell you how our picks went this weekend with the man that sort of knows and with the Sacco six-pack. Folks, it was a good week. It was a very good week. We'll tell you about that when we come back after this. It's QSportsTalk.com, ESPN Radio.